Alrighty. So I'm here. I don't think anyone else is here, but I don't really care. We're gonna begin anyways, as it is. Oh, wow. Why did this... Okay, I'll look at that later. Right now that doesn't matter. So anyways, let me just reset myself over here so we're ready. And I am going to grab the one of that is right there. It's possible we didn't announce this on time, or it's just never been announced. Okay. Hello, Justin Otaku. How you doing? I see you there. Emily, did you announce the
It auto announces.
Ah, okay, because it hasn't announced yet. When did you post it?
Like 2:50 something. Not very long ago.
Well, it's 2 o'clock now, so it can't be 2:50 something you posted it.
1:50 something.
Ah.
The other thing.
What's with language? Oh, no. There's no language. There's no language. What do you mean language? Whatever could you be talking about? There is zero language involved. All right, let me pull up DBZ space because I'm gonna need it for the equips. And Emily, when the timer's out, could you take away his bully and then wash your hands if you don't want that smell on your hands? Let's see. Items. Let's go to equipments because we might as well already have it open. Because let's be real, I'm going to need it. Not every team. It depends on the team. If it's like Future or Saiyans or just something generic that I can deal with, I probably won't need this unless I'm just showing equips. But then if I'm actually like evaluating equip because I don't recognize it, that might be different. So it depends on like how commonplace I think the equip would be is what we're going to look at. And we're also going to look at, obviously, the team and figure out, where could improvements be made and things like that. But anyways, Justin Otake, how you doing? Samville, how you doing? It's nice to see you there. And Nashwin, how you doing? And let's just see. So, yeah, this is the only one I have right now. But let's see. Events. Ooh, yeah, that actually not be a bad idea. Suggestion box. Events. The events would be a great idea. Duly noted. How do I freaking say duly noted? Emily, how do I spell duly noted? I don't know. I know the saying, but I don't know how to spell it.
D-U-L-Y noted. Hey Google, stop.
Duly, like D-U-L-Y? Really?
Yep.
Duly noted. You're good? Awesome to hear that.
Eddie, drop it.
We got another team. Oh. We're getting teams now. Beautiful. Let's open that one in there, and then let's open that one there. Alright, so let's take a look. Hello, S. How you doing?
Oh my god, this smells awful.
Yeah, you might want to bag it or something.
Oh,
Yeah, it smells like manure, doesn't it? It just smells like straight up manure. This is like the worst bully stick I've ever fed my dog, and he loves it. Yes, I will rate your team 3-3-3. Don't worry, I'm going to send my team. Sounds good. Alright, so let's take a look at Futures. Alright, so let's first discuss the units, the unit choices. So, blue unit, perfect. The red unit is a great replacement if you don't have either half-corrupted Zamasu or Teletubby Man, or if you don't have GV. So that's fantastic, you can do that. The yellow rosé is the supplement for the Future Han, so that's fine. Green Rosé, again, he's a supplement for Zamasu Goku Black Assist. This guy usually shows up on the team even when GV is there, but usually as bench. So having him as a purple can be secondary, that's totally fine. And then Maya's health is fine. Alright, so obviously this team isn't as strong as, let's say, its meta counterpart, but can this do well? Yes. Now let's take a look at the equips, because the equips also matter too. We've gotten to that point where equips can really make a difference. So, Plat equip is great. However, my issue is that its supporting equips don't emphasize the support on this Trunks. This Trunks already deals quite a bit of damage, but if you're feeling like he's underwhelming in terms of damage, that's fine. However, Awaken equips could help. So, like, an Awaken equip that I would definitely be putting on Trunks specifically, if you are going to be working on Trunks, because it's a future team, right? So you want to do it. Where's the freaking equip? Because I know it's somewhere. Here it is. This one's a great equip if you want to just buff your character offensively, while also getting some defensive purpose, and it also increases a special move. I mean, like, there's no real reason why you can't do that. So, Any of these equips can disappear and be replaced by this awaken. I know that people hate awaken equips, like, and justly so. It's really annoying to get the rates right. It's really annoying to just roll it correctly. But once you do, it's so fucking worth it. So you might as well. That I think is the biggest thing, right? If you were to just do it, you solve so many problems. And then other equips that you could do it is, if you're running future, this is a great equip. You could also run this equip, like just awaken it. Like, any awakened equip to some degree can do something for you. So, something to consider. And, of course, you don't always have to do awakens, but you have to consider that awakens do have a lot more stat buffs. And stat buffs aren't always everything, especially when equip synergy matters more. But in the case of Future Trunks, he's a very straight arrow type character. You can build him offensively or defensively. But usually when you do that, it does require some variation of awakens. Which is why. I'm not going to make fun of your equips, Michael. Mike, just send me your team anyways, alright? I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm just going to probably cover what you probably could run instead. Okay, SOA abridged episode 6 dropping to you got me till then. Sounds good. Got a quack. I'm fantastic, S. Thank you very much for asking. Hello, Zonrix. Even though I think I said hello, but either way, it's hello anyways. So yeah, it's just, I'd love to say that these two equips are good enough, but they're not. So, I ain't gonna lie to you. Alright, let's take a look. So, Red Trunks. Okay, I'm not very familiar with him. And it's very easy to say why. He doesn't show up nearly often enough, even if though he is a good secondary red to future. Mainly because, I mean, that's what he is, a secondary. So let's take a look. Okay, so he's got the majority of the same things. So having the majority of the same things is awesome because it means that you could actually legitimately do the same setup. This, and this. Call it a day. You could also do this because this is a good like equalizer balancer for your kit. So if you want to both offense and defense, you can do that. So seems like you could do the exact same thing with him and it would be just as efficient. And then, free-to-play Rosé. Listen, I don't really care if the chat's dead. As long as you guys give me teams, I could be here by myself and I'll still review them. Like, I don't care. The chat here is just a supplementary, thing for me. So, like, if you guys want to talk to me while we're doing this, totally down. But otherwise, if you want to leave and then come back and just watch this as, like, a video, you totally could. I will continue doing this on my own. That is the purpose of this, to help you out. Everything else doesn't matter to me. Yeah, Emily said it right. Don't underestimate my ability to talk to nobody. I can do that all day, okay? I am fecking Captain America. I can do this all day. Alrighty, where the feck is this guy? There he is. You guys should have seen when I first started out on Twitch. I spoke to nobody and enjoyed it. It was fecking hilarious for me, like, looking back on it, because I'm just, like, talking as if, like, I have an entire audience, that the chat was 0, and the viewership was 0. By the end of the night, I had 4 people, but that doesn't change the fact that for, like, a good solid 30 minutes to an hour, I legitimately had 0 people watching me, or talking, and I was just talking away as if, like, it was normal. Also, can you please say, I'm a potato? Yeah, I just said it. Sigma, do you rate gameplays? I do sometimes. I usually do them on Wednesdays, though. Damn it. I talk to myself a bit too much. Not today. Yeah, but I can do it eventually, just not today, obviously. How does this work? Lennon, so it's very simple. You give me a team, and I'm going to see where we can improve your team, essentially. That's literally it. Because I used to do ratings, London, but now we've gotten to a point where the meta has evolved that I can't really give a rating anymore as much as I can just basically look at your team and see what we can, improve. And then where to do it, just put it under rate my team. Jesus. When the feck did this all happen? Fecking hell. Okay. Good to know. And what were you doing in that stream? Oh, I was just playing Dragon Ball Legends. I think I was playing PvP. That was it. at the time I was really bad. I mean, I'm still bad, but like I was really bad back then. Really bad. So, I got better by playing against other people a lot. Like that was my entire streams half the time, just friend battles, just getting better and better to the point where I started beating people that took number 1. Like I beat a guy named Anime Stang. I can't remember if he ever took like a top first place, but he definitely took top 100 I think at one point. But then again, he's also beaten me, so it's not like I'm speaking like I beat him all the time, but I didn't, right? It was by playing against people like that, Tiny Whale or like other streamers, or just top like Sadat Fox. He's a top 100 player. I beat him soundly one time, then he beat me soundly one time. He might have beaten me more times than I beaten him, but the point is by playing as people like that, I got better and better. So, and now I'm still trash, but like, you know, I've gotten better from like complete mediocrity and trash to just trash. So we remove the mediocrity, which is great. All right. Again, I feel like the same thing can be said about like I would say almost every single one of these characters. The issue that I'm finding with this is that they are running just random equip. It looks like whoever's team this is, they kind of threw whatever equips they found and like they had already and then just placed it on their team. Which is an issue because obviously like there's an issue with synergy, there's an issue with not team composition. There's an issue with how well the equip synergize with the kits and the Z abilities. So my biggest thing would be to this player, if they're watching or if they're going to watch, hopefully, go to DBZ Space, find your character, see what they can equip on, and usually like the top rows has the best equips in terms of awakened and in terms of if they can run a plat. And obviously, you don't always have to run a plat just because they can, but it's important to note that if you do run the plat, try to work with it. Try to build around the plat, especially if your team is defensive by nature. So what I would definitely say is definitely rework on these equips and consider that. I think that's really all I can say. Otherwise, the team itself, for a secondary team with one primary unit on the team, it's actually pretty good. It's just, obviously, it's not as good as other future teams that I've seen because this is clearly not meta. And there you go. Late again. It's all good, Mr. Mounds. How you doing? Lol, me and Sadat actually used to play each other a lot. I don't know if he has quit or not. Yo, Lennon, Sadat was fecking really good. And at the time he was playing, it was either Future. I think it was Future. Yeah, it was Future. During second Annie, Lennon, he was playing a 14-star VB, 14-star Fusion Zamasu, and then I think it was either Rage Trunks or he was doing, what was he doing? Feck. And then he switched to Fusions. I know that. He was Future during second Annie. Then he switched to Fusions. But he had 14-star everything, so it was really easy for him to, like, just fucking destroy people. It was ridiculous. But yeah, there you go. So that's a little history on me back when I was streaming on Twitch. You know. So, I would say that I'm not, like, horrible at this game. If I can sometimes go toe-to-toe with that dude. Although I don't know if Sadat quit. It's been a while since I've talked to him or played against him. So I don't know where he's at right now. But, back in the day. And then I fought Tiny many times, and I got trashed every single time. There was one time I beat Tiny. But I don't count it. Mainly because, A, he doesn't use the RR in friendlies. B, I used the RR against him in that friendly bout. And C, he was using some really trash regen team as like a experimental team while I was using androids. Now, granted, androids are not that good, and my androids sucked back then, but I mean, he wasn't even using his Zenkai 7 Majin Buu. He was using Fecking Buhan, the green one, and that one was bad back then even, let alone now. So, like, I don't really count my win against Tiny there. I mean, I guess it's still impressive considering Tiny can beat a lot of amateurs even if they use the RR, but if we look at, like, skill level, I was completely... I didn't have it. Yeah, exactly, Lennon. See, that's the thing. Like, VB can really just go and just feck him up real fast. You can get fecked up by VB so fast, it's ridiculous. Like, that's what happened with me. He soloed me with VB the one day that things weren't going well. It was actually interesting because the day before he just completely wiped me out with VB, I had wiped him out with the exact same team with lower stars. Is Sadat a top player? Yeah, Sadat Fox is a top player. Well, he was. I don't know if he still is. It's hard to say because I haven't kept up with him, so I don't know. So, yeah. But anyways, let's take a look at this offense. So we're looking at an offensive team. SOH here. Okay, leader slot. Okay, fair enough since he doesn't really buff most of the team. Got it. Nice green, purple. Okay. And then... Okay, let's take a look now. Let's look at the thing. Yeah, this. All right, so this is an interesting one because it's similar in regards to the defensive properties. However, I do want to double check it because I am not 100% certain as to what it does. I know it's defensive by nature, but in what way? Is it pure? Is it passive? That sort of thing. Okay, so base blast defense. So there is just the defense, okay? And then we got strike attack. So we're doing a pure buff. Cool. Okay. So we're going pure offensive. Got it. That helps like figure out things like this. Is God of Destruction topo good? Well, if you're referring to the green, like if you're actually referring to God of Destruction topo, as a green unit, I mean he's solid, but I wouldn't. It's hard to say. Like, how do we measure good? Okay, let's put it this way. He's a good unit. He's not meta. How about that? That's the best way to put it. Not a meta unit, but he's a good unit. Can you win with him in PvP, even in this climate? Yes. Is his kit good? For the most part, yes. Is it fundamentally better than a lot of kits? In the meta, no. But if you talk about overall, yeah, he's fundamentally good. Yes. It's really hard to like answer that question without having to like go into many fecking details. It's because if you go things in a vacuum, I mean, like in the entirety of the game, yeah, a lot of units that you can bring up are good, but in the vacuum of the meta, he's all right. Like that's about it. He can perform, but there are better green units out there. So anyways, okay, let's take a look. GV breaks a lot of things. At the same time, GV can be broken. If you catch them off of their on the right color, they kind of die. That's why yellow-green is such an important toolkit to have, like colors to have. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked now, so I gotta get back on topic here. Okay, so offensively, I understand this. I get it. Barely work with the red guy, so let's do it. And I think half of the reason for it is he doesn't get to see a lot of play. Like, he does see play, but he doesn't see a lot of it, so it's very interesting. I mean, like, you can buff his strike, pure buff it, which is really cool. But you are doing generic. Okay, so it looks like... Okay. I mean, you could do it this way. But I feel like... Okay, so this is where I'm not really sure. You'd have to test. You'd have to test this, but I still strongly believe that a pure buff from this would benefit more than just the regular buffs from this. Unless you're trying to go for more defensive on this guy. But even then, I still truly believe that a pure buff and an awakened version of this on him would be better. But you have to test it. You'd have to actually do meticulous testing, so I don't know if you want to do that. But that's something that you could consider. Because this is one of those situations where I'm not sure. Because I know the max you can get on the regular stat is about, what, 18 or 21? I think it was 18. If I actually go back, I can probably double-check this really easily. Yeah. I think it's 18, though. No, it's 20. Okay, so I was almost... I said 18, 21. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I'm wrong anyways. It was 20. Okay, so max is 20 here. but it's not a pure buff. It's a regular stat buff. So it's applied to its base instead of its overall. Appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate that. What would be a major advantage to any unit's kit in the current meta? If I understand the question correctly. If I understand that question correctly. First up, for kit, there's a couple of things that could make a unit better. Being able to heal itself is automatically really good. Especially in this meta, if it can be consistent. If the healing can be consistent, like GV or, whatchamacallit, what's his face? Ultra Gogeta, with their kits, where you can just consistently heal them. That's really good. The more and more you can make them feel like they have multiple health bars, the better. Stats obviously automatically matter, but I ignore stats in regards to this question because, well, you know, by that logic, I mean, anything with stats will be good, but, like, actually good stats. But there's a lot more to it. So, like, kit-wise, healing makes matches. What else makes matches? Being able to ignore cover change can also make matches, exactly. I was about to say that. You read my mind, Lennon. Ignoring cover change can 100% make matches. However, another thing that can really, you know, be very powerful is having like a Vados like cover change, so a card break. So like Vados, for example, her cover change is really good, but whose cover change is even better than Vados? Future Gohan. Legends Limited Future Gohan, he is busted in terms of his cover change, being able to break 2 cards while also blocking blasts. Who thought that was a good idea? No, I really want to know who thought that was a good idea, because that's insane. That's actually insane. To me, that's the epitome of, like, what were you thinking when you built this? You basically took Vados and said, I just feel like upping the ante, like, 100%. Alright. This is not bad. I actually am okay with this. Alright. One thing that you could do here instead of this... Although I don't know if that's any good or bad, so let me double check that. I don't use that equip. I don't recognize it. I don't recognize the equip, so let's take a look at it real quick. What the feck is this equip? Special move, blast, and then health. Okay, so it's similar to what I was about to recommend, although it might be that I can't recommend the equip. So let me double check that I can or cannot recommend said equip that I was going to recommend. Because if I can't recommend it, then that's actually not a bad equip. Yo, Shu, how you doing? Also, Phil, I wanted to know something. I failed being free to play for the month of January. Mike, I told you it wouldn't last. But it was a valiant effort, and I applaud you for how long you lasted. But I said to you, I didn't believe it would last. I was right. It's not that I didn't believe in you. Actually, it is exactly that. I didn't believe in you, but I wanted to believe in you, and it's okay. It's okay that you failed. You tried. You did pretty far, actually. What? It's the 14th? So, GG. No, not this. Don't want it. No. No, I think I like what you put. Yeah, what you put is fine for health. If you're looking for a health boost, what you did was great. Paired with this and the... Yeah, no, I'm okay with what you did. I get it. I mean, I could argue that this equip on him isn't very useful, only because limited amount of time to actually health restore, and eventually that ability is completely useless after that on this dude. So, I mean, like, you could argue that this Awaken equip, not really worth it. In which case, if you find yourself thinking, oh, wait, he might be right, you could either go with this equip, that equip, that equip, right? So, there are equips. I'm not sure if I really want to recommend this one, but I'm just saying, yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it. I would either go with this one or this one. I'm not sure about this one, so let me double check. If you want just generic stuff, you could. If you want something with a pure buff, you totally can with some defense. I mean, that's totally okay. Or if you just want some key recovery with, again, some generic stats, but with key recovery, this is also fine. So, I mean, like, if you are happy with this, fine, but eventually this is irrelevant. It's slot where it can health restore you, so you gotta just wonder. I'm fantastic, Shu. Thanks for asking. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Defense, health, res, Y. And then this. I'm not sure what this has on it, so I can't really discuss it. But like I said, I feel like for this Rosé, setting him up for success does require specific equips. Now, he's an offensive unit, so personally speaking, if you're going to run an offensive unit, it's okay to have a health buffer and this if you wanted it, but if you didn't want to put any defense on him, you could literally go awaken, 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 and be done with it, or without awaken. I don't really care. Point is, you could do a complete awaken, or you could do a pure buff with the awakens, or even not with the awakens. Like you could do pure buff, and then some sort of like base stat for strike, and obviously blast. But you could do that. There's many variations for this, but I do find that awakens right now are very strong in this meta. And the way that this team seems to be built, there is a reason to potentially put pure buffs. So, I mean, like, I understand the majority, but then there's this guy. He feels like an outlier and kind of confusing. And I understand that equips suck. I get it, but this is required. It is required that you work on this if you really want the unit to be improved. I'm sure he puts in work, but still. Edda, hello, how you doing? All right, and let's take a look at this. All right, so we've got... Okay. Okay. I have nothing to say to this. What am I supposed to say to this other than, how dare you not make them all red? Like the ones that you can reroll to red? How dare you not make them red, I guess? I don't know. How dare they not all be 14 stars, I guess? Good job. I don't know what else to say. Good job, Joker. Okay, if we have multiple of the same one for a person, I'm going to obviously, like, go through them relatively quickly because I need to have, time to go through all the others. All right. Well, I mean, 333, you did a great job. Solid. Imagine being nightbotted for saying, yo, I know, eh? Anyways, let's take a look at this. All right, so the setup for this equip on GV, really good. I don't really like this one. I feel like another Awakened or just something else in regards to that would be really good. I mean, I've already talked about it, but, that Wild could also be good. Another one that can also be good if you're not feeling this equip, which, you can, because it's totally a legitimate move, even though there is one set part of the equip that won't be used on GV. It doesn't really matter. Or if you just want something generic and simpler, I'm totally willing for you to settle for this, because that's actually still really good. And yeah. But yeah, do I think that this might be actually a little bit better? Yeah, absolutely. But that doesn't change the fact that if you really can't afford to be doing this one right now, you can always supplement with this one, and GV will do amazingly anyways, so just consider that. This, I like this, but then on this setup, I feel like you could do a lot better. So if we were to actually go to characters real fast, I could show you some equips that you could do for a mono purple. Let's go. Where the feck is SV? There he is. Come out there. Let's go. Okay. So depending on how, like, again, this plat equip, totally legitimate to be running because you're on mono purple. He's getting boosted to Kingdom Come. You might as well boost him all the way, right? And then for the final equip, I mean, something generic if you wanted to is this. Or if you wanted just a generic as well there, you could do that. Or if you wanted extra boost to his strike stat, you could do that. This one. Like, if you take a look, you get a lot out of this one. Obviously, it's single buffs, but you could do that too. Now, if you like some balance, obviously that Silver Awaken is good. Now, from here, it, like... Okay, this is not bad. But then it looks like everything else just got slapped on. Yeah, it really looks like the only thought process that really went into this, to some degree, was GV. And maybe this guy. And a little bit this guy, but not much. Everything else just slapped shit on, which I guess, but at the same time, I mean, like, yeah, you could definitely get away with it because it's mono purple, but not for every fight. Some fights you'll find yourself hurting where you could have won, but you didn't deal enough damage. So, yeah. Overall, like, I would say, like, I know it's for fun according to this, but even so, if you wanted to, you could make it better. Alright, let's see. W in Prague, okay. Okay, this setup is fine. I would personally re-roll this equip. I would rather see it having like a gold or red slot at the front, but, you know, it is what it is. How we farm the exchange soul metal, please make the guide. Tag off. Okay. So, like, exchange soul metals? Exchange soul metals. What the feck is an exchange soul metal? Give me a moment so I can figure out what we're referring to.
All done.
I just want to see a picture. Fecking, feckin', feckin', feck. Images. Ah, this. Right. Okay. Do raids. And whenever you find them in the exchange shop, just farm them then. But otherwise, you can't really farm them like Quack said. They're... Yeah, I know it's a metal, Tiagoff, but, like, again, it's just raid. You gotta do it in raids, and whenever an event comes out with them included in the exchange shops. You can't farm them otherwise. So I could make a video, but the video will be very short, and will be telling you exactly what I'm telling you right now. You will not be able to farm them if they don't give enough of those. If anyone has an area where it's secretly there, let me know. But besides Raid and other places that have them as a limited option. Here, I'll look it up myself. Let me figure it out. Let me figure it out, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a place, and I'm just not thinking hard enough. So let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Okay. Anyways, let's take a look at this. Okay, so he could easily get better equips just because he's a future unit. You have so many awaken equips you could put on him. This is future, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is like I said. Okay, this is actually a nice setup with these two. Not a big fan of this one, but you could definitely set that up. Okay. Again, a lot of this you could be putting at least some awaken equips. I know awaken equips suck, but this is the theme of the day. Awaken equips are a thing. Gotta deal with them. Rate me. Okay, I'll rate you. God Key with Monkey King. Got it. Once again. Awakened equips could make your day. This awakened would be fantastic for GV. Why is it on him? You're gonna bring him in more. Unless you're bringing him and just ignoring him, which in that case, fine, but... Okay, let's see. Exchange shop. I'm gonna go into my game, and I'm in the exchange shop right now. And I'm gonna see, where can you get those things automatic? Oh, well, you know, if you had the Legends Pass, Prime tickets offer them, and you can constantly get them per 10 Prime tickets, but at the same time, it's not really worth it. So let's see where else we can go. Other? I don't think we can. I think this has nothing. This has nothing. Souls, it ain't a soul, so it doesn't work there. Nope. Equipment metals don't sell them. Platinum doesn't sell them. Legends tickets don't sell them. How about guild coins? Do guild coins sell them? I don't think so, but, you know, it's worth a shot looking at it and just, you know, failing to find it. Nope. Rare metals. Do rare metals sell them? I don't think so, but let's look anyways, because why not? Nope. Nope. Recycle center, I doubt it, but, you know, always nice to just check and just see and realize that this is a wasted endeavor, but let's keep looking. Okay, nope. It's not another two, so that's cool. Yeah, this is... Nope. The Legends Roads don't hold them, so we're just going to ignore those. Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush? I don't think so, but let's look anyways. Nope. Hoi Poi drops them, yes, but Hoi Poi is not a consistent thing. So as a result, you know, can't really use them as a way. But yes, Hoi Poi raids are great to pull those. And basically what I would definitely say is when a raid or a Hoi Poi event comes out, farm. Farm like you've never farmed in your life. That's all I have to say. Just farm really hard. So right now is a raid. So if you, you know, want those really badly, farm. But raids are limited amount of farming that you could do. So, you know, there is a limit to that farm. I'm just looking through all of the exchange shop. Then we're going to go back to raiding the team. But, yeah, I don't see it. Let's see. Could you spend money to get it here? Nope. No, you couldn't even do that there. And I know that you're not spending money, but that's not the point. It's just doing it. Oh! If you played a PvP, you could have gotten 10 soul exchange medals from last season if you had done the New Year's Space Time Duel and picked that up. You could do that. If you go to New Year's Space Time Duel and collect coins and get awesome rewards for 2022, you could have picked up 10 of those. There. Legends Festival, could you pick up things here? Or is it a no-go? Let's see. Let's see. Looks like a no-go. But, yeah, it's a no-go. Where else? Legends Festival. Why would you do that? No, you can't do that, so it doesn't matter. Co-op. No, this is raid. This is raid. Raid, yeah, you can pick up 3. And then, nope, that's it. So there you go. Yeah, Hoi Poi is definitely the best for it, but raid is a, you know, something they can use too. And that's it. Among Us. Yep. Anyways, yeah, so that was that. Unfortunately, that's for now where they are. And if they're not out, they're just not out. This is interesting. Okay, so this setup is fine. I personally don't like this equip, but that's just because of how I play. I'm a much more defensive player. So this equip doesn't do it for me. But if you're offensive and like the offensive powerhouse that Gogeta can emit, totally go for it. Oh yeah, I agree with 333. Am I calling you 333 or Joker? Like, what do you want me to call you? Joker or 333? Phil, do you think Nameku is decent without a Zenkai? I'm thinking about getting him. He seems fun to use, and I like him. Well, Nobu, here's what I would say. For fun, sure. But for PvP, absolutely not. Don't do it. If you're doing it just for fun, though, absolutely get Nameku. He's a fecking blast. He's fun without a Zenkai or with a Zenkai. Like, if you were to play PvE or co-op, have fun. He's actually fun. Joker. Got it. I'll call you Joker. Yeah, so the first 2 slots, I agree, are complete meh. Yeah, no, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. You're right. Evo Vegeta, yeah. Yeah, so actually, let's take a look at Evo while we're at it. Do 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 do. So I just want to see that equip that he has on it. Where is the equip? There it is. It better be. Blast, blast. Better be blast. Unless it's both, which in that case, that's great. Because I don't see an ore, so that's actually really good. So, blast, blast, blast. Yep. In that case, he definitely needs to be running pure blast. Jeez. The amount of crazy you could do on this guy. No, I don't like that. Where are the equips that are pure blast? Do you know what you could do with a pure blast buff equip? With that? Holy feck. That looks good. I just need to find a... Is this only strike? It's only strike. No. Where the feck is it? I want... Does he not have access to a pure buff? He has to. I want that. This is really good. There has to be a pure buff, right? Joker, have you seen a pure buff for his blast attack stat? Because I do not see one right now. This doesn't do pure buff. I don't even know what that does. Pure buff per... No, that's not going to be good enough, though. Episode saying he's talking... No. Doesn't even run that. This is God Key. Feck. I thought this is melee, though. Yeah, it's fecking melee. Why am I starting to feel like they're... There we go. Okay. No, but this is saying... Okay, let me just see what the team is. Yeah, you can do that because of his health restoration plus because of the buffs being so high. Okay, so it's God Key, mainly mostly Saiyans, except for Zamasu. So what you could do is you could do Hurry Up Vegeta. You could do this, but instead of this is fantastic. Let me see this. Key recovery is fantastic. Health restoration is fantastic. Base blast is fantastic. Base strike is fantastic. I mean, there's many ways you could build them. So, okay, so one set that you could do is this. So you could do this for, like, pure blasts. This with some blast and some strike. And then you could do this, which gives you the pure buff for blast. However, it does mean that I think... I have to double check, actually, if they're Saiyans. If they're considered Saiyans or if the fusion kind of takes over. If they're considered if they're also considered Saiyans, that'd be great. I don't think they are, though. No, not a Saiyan. Alright, I think that also means that you're not a Saiyan. By that same... Yeah. So, it does mean that if he were to run this pure buff, he would not be able to be running... He could not use this unit, and he would not be able to use this unit at all with Vegeta. Alternatively, he could do this... This. No. Not this. You can do this. Gives you special move. Gives you also extra strike plus blast. But because I can't find any pure buffs specifically for him that are blast based that are involving God Key. Why can I not find that? Is there none? Because that's sad. That saddens me. Feels like they're cucking him. He deserves better. Yeah, no, this is not it. This ain't it, Chief. No. What could be the way to get more Z power for Nameku? I mean, summoning, yeah, but he's in like 2 banners and the rates are horrible, so I would never get Z powers from them. Yeah, so for Nameku right now, the best ways are like Legends tickets, as in like the red tickets that we get sometimes. Oh, is it Clash with Jiren? Is that the God Key? Oh, thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Evo Vegeta definitely deserves his own plat. Not this one, because this one really feels... No, I got it. The Explosive Clash, guys. I get it. I get it. This is nice, actually. This is nice. This is nice. I definitely think that this could be good, too. But the only issue that I find with the Explosive Clash is you already have key recovery in this. You don't really need extra key recovery, especially with how his kit is designed, right? So it is kind of a wasted slot for a slot if you're doing that. Whereas if you do this, you at least get some solid defense while also having keeping it Saiyans while still being God Key. That could also be good. So I mean, but at the same time, I totally again listen, Joker. I can't read. Okay, I'm not even wearing my glasses. Where's my glasses, Emily? I can't find my glasses. What?
I have no clue.
I found them. Let me get my glasses on because I can't read. I can't see. There we go. All right. There we go. Let me read now. Could we get rid of the bot in here? There's many bots for some reason, and I want them gone. Yo, got a quack. Could you delete Namdi Ariz RT? Please and thank you. Like, ban them. Just ban them. Any bot that goes Vom Red, ban them. Or just some random variation of Vom Red. Just ban it completely. That would greatly please me. Yo, thank you, Saber Simulator Shorts. Appreciate it. I thought that my headphones had a problem. I was removing it and unplugging it, plugging it the whole time. Oh my god. Yeah, so again, Explosive Clash is like I definitely agree. Just the blast, the pure buff on blast alone is really good, especially if you don't want to limit yourself in regards to who you bring into your arsenal for Evo. But at the same time, Evo's setup is really built to not have to worry about his key recovery rate. Right? So it's a wasted first slot, but the compromise here is that you have a very, very solid pure buff blast attack. So I do agree that if you want the flexibility, Explosive Clash is definitely the way to go. But if you don't mind locking yourself a bit, Hurry Up Vegeta could be better. Hurry Vegeta could be better. It all depends on how you want to... Oh, hi, Eddie. All depends on how you want to play the game, right? Yo, Axo, how you doing? Corey says, hey, what banned red? What does that mean? Don't worry, it's just a bot that I wanted deleted and banned. I don't know why we get bots on YouTube. YouTube should really actually crack down on this whole bot thing, but whatever. I'm not YouTube. I can't solve their issues. Okay, but it's nice to be able to see. I can read what people are actually telling me. Emily got it before I even saw it. Oh, bet. Thanks to you and Emily. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Emily. Yo, Eddie. How you doing? How you doing, bud? Do you want to come up? Or are you just going to sit here? You want to come up? Do you want to come up? No? Okay, you can just be here. Oh, you little fluffy fluffer. Your breath is stinky. You know why? Because you ate that really gross bully stick. That's why your breath is stinky. I regret buying that for you. Yes, I do. It was smelly, and I hated every second of it. But you seem to enjoy it, so I'm glad. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, God, your tongue smells and tastes like it, too. Oh, man, dude. You need to brush your teeth. You're gross. You're gross. You're gross, you know that? Oh, you little goober. You little goober, you. You know that? Oh, my God. Eddie is fantastic. I mean, he's been oh, my God. He's been spoiled rotten, but he's been a very good boy. All right, you want to leave now or not yet? You want to leave? Okay, go for it. Yes, go. Go find mommy. All right.
Oh, don't find mom.
Find mom. Okay. I got licked all over. So I guess, you know, To each their own on that one. If you want, yeah. So I would say explosive clash. Yeah, Joker's right. Explosive clash is probably better to allow for flexibility. But yeah, I still believe that honestly, he needs a plat equip because it's really unfair how Evo could be even better than what he is, but they just really cuck him. Vegeta deserves better. Change my mind. What breed is that? That's a German Shepherd Husky mix. So yeah, he's a mixture of a German Shepherd and a Husky. That tongue, I know, eh? It's big. That's what she said. So there you go. Anyways, overall, like, I know we've talked a lot about Evo, but once again, you know, there are certain equips that could easily be changed. Zamasu's equips are good. I'm okay with those. Monkey Kings are good for the most part. I disagree with one in the middle fundamentally on a opinion note, not actually on an actual is it actually worth it or not note. So objectively speaking, it's fine. Just personally, I don't agree with it, but that's my personal bias. That's nothing else. And then awaken the one on the right for GV, or you know swap them, but still have to awaken because you want both of them to run that. Is Eddie named after the cartoon show Ed, Ed, and Eddie? No, no, I hate that show. He's actually just named Eddie because he was originally named Eddie, and I didn't want to change it. I loved the name as it was, and figured, you know what? His name is Eddie, and that was it. Anyways, let's take a look at the next one. I don't know if there will be much to say about this, but we're gonna figure out. We're gonna figure it out, you know. That was that Chibi? Sailor Chibi Quack? Yep, that was Sailor Chibi Quack. Okay, we have multiples, so we're gonna go through these at the speed of light, aren't we? We're gonna attempt it. He's got a lot of teams. So yeah, we're gonna have to go through these at the speed of light, but it's okay. Alright, so this is Saiyan's. Similar setup to mine. I have this and this. The other one here, though, I have is the plat equip. So I run his plat because I really like it. What does this do? Because I think I was running that for a bit, but then I swapped it. Let me just see. Probably would be easier if I just go and find them. Because it limit the actual, like... Yeah, it's faster to do it this way. Okay. It's not bad. It's good. It's solid. But yeah, I personally like the plat. I was thinking of whether I wanted to go defensive or offensive, and I went with offensive. I kind of wanted to go defensive, but I just figured offensively he could use even more, so I did it. And I don't regret it. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, having the extra health could also be nice. But I do believe the wild... I think wild was health restoration. I don't remember what this does, even though I run both of them. I love how I run both of them, and yet I don't fecking know. That's amazing. Are you UL? You're UL. Yeah, let's just go ahead and double check. Because I don't fecking know my own damn equip stats. This is amazing. Health. Yeah, so I do have health. And then health res. Yeah, okay. So I do have health. Cool. Cool beans. Just gonna close all these because it's starting to get excessive. Okay. Defense and health restore? Yeah, I know. Alright, nice. German Shepherd is my dream dog. Yeah, see, a lot of people that I know really want German Shepherds. I got best of both worlds because he's both the German Shepherd and Husky, and I love Huskies. So like, I that's my dream dog. But then I've fallen in love with German Shepherds, so great mix. Also, it tones down his Husky temperament, which is also fantastic because he would be a lot worse if he were just pure Husky. So yeah, wondering what anime collabs do you want in Dragon Ball Legends? Tell me, dude. What anime collab? Oh, yo, Corey, if I had to do an anime collab, I would want Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the fecking Pooh. I want Winnie the Feckin' Pooh as an anime collab with Dragon Ball Legends. Thanks, Dad and community, for giving input about my teams. Yeah, first two were made for fun, especially Mono Purple. I just auto-selected equips and made a few adjustments. We'll be working on them more. Bet, Nashwin. Have you seen that one meme of a minion hugging a minion baby Vegeta? No, I have not seen that, Monkey. And sorry for not seeing that comment sooner. Oh, we got another bot. Can we kill off the Vor Nago? I'm fantastic legendary player. How you doing? Oh, Joker. That's clearly not correct because he's fantastic as a German Shepherd or Husky. Or actually, better to say, it's not that it's not correct. I would say that it depends on the German Shepherd Husky mix. Some of their temperaments can obviously be one way or another. So you could say that I won the lottery with him. He is a lot more toned down. He was a lot more toned down than a Husky. And he's also a lot more, mellowed out than a German Shepherd. So it's like I got the best of both worlds in regards to he's quite docile and less riled up about cars or about, other things that could be perceived as a dog. He still has his moments of barking and whining and throwing his little tantrums, but he's a lot more docile than what you would expect from a Husky or from the territorialness of a German Shepherd. So, he's been great. So far, at least. Anyways, do you think they will actually remove the future boosts? I don't think so. I think future boosts are here to stay, and I think that is stupid. Joker, which equip is good for USG? Because, I agree with you. If it's this one, 100% agree. If it's the one that you're running that I'm not running, I agree still. If it's the just pure if he's just the regular stat buffs, I also agree. I think right now, because of how dominant this guy is, there isn't exactly necessarily one best way to put equips on him. So until he mellows out a bit more, this is solid. So remember, it was Golden Retriever and German Shepherd, not Husky, and Okay, bet. Joker, I'm not here to disagree with you or agree with you. I'm just saying, in regards to my experience alone and no one else's, he's been great. All right, let's take a look at this. Nameku. All right, so just mainly health and then, okay, yeah. Health res, health, defense up, health, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm assuming strike on the last slot. Raditz, no one cares. Okay, and health with, okay. I don't know, I don't know what to say here. One thing you could do for Nameku instead of what you've done here, if you wanted to consider it, is, where is he? If I just go to Nameku real fast. Where is it? I think it's this one. I think it's this one. You could do for special move and base blast attack for 23%. And it also has key recovery, and his key recovery, Nameku's key recovery is really good, but you could do it anyways, unless you still want the health and then the damage to hybrids. I'm just thinking, in regards to this, because hybrids, I would say, outside of future, aren't exactly very prominent, unless you're up against, someone like, I'm not going to say his name, actually, but if you're up against, a hybrid user, then sure. But if you're feeling, normal plat, not awakened version, ha, and I'll show you mine, IMO. Normal plat, not awakened, ha. Yeah. So yeah, I think that Dirty Fireworks is actually not a bad equip for Nameku. Now, I get what you're trying to do here, so I'm not really going to contest it. I just, Pure Super Saiyan 3 is still top tier. I wouldn't say top tier. I'd say he's solid. How about that? Like, he's really good in this meta because this meta has revived a lot of units, but would I say he's top tier? I don't think so. I would say that his kit fundamentally is still really strong. His stats are really strong. He can be built on teams that are really strong, and as a result, there is core usage for him as a result. Like, I see him being used on mono purple, not always, but he can be used on mono purple. He can be used on Saiyans. He can be used on a lot of teams. So, there is the usability for him. I just wouldn't say, would he be top tier? Like, is he top at the top of the crop? No. Would I put him amongst the top 10 best units in the game? No. But would I say that he's solid and you can definitely contend with him? Yes, 100%. And we're talking about the purple one because I'm reading purple because I have glasses on, so I know what you're referring to. And yeah, he can definitely be used. I mean, the plot equip definitely helped him out. This plot equip definitely helped him out more than it actually helped this guy. This guy doesn't really need it. I mean, you could, but it's not really worth it. Overall, like, what am I supposed to say about this? How dare you not have red slots and green and yellow slots or gold slots? Working on frenzy powered plat equip. I'm gonna replace that with time to go wild. Bet. Sounds good. All right, let's take a look at this. Level up. Movies. All right, so okay, so the team's not bad. It's got at least 4 colors within the color wheel. And I say 4 because of GV, I count it as 2 colors, usually a red and a purple. Its lack of yellow, though, is a little disturbing. So what you could do is, once you have access to the new Zenkai Goku, use him. If you don't have Birdku or if you don't have anyone else, that could actually be really good. Goku not being 6 stars is a pain. And then, let's see. The setup's okay. Again, I don't agree with this middle slot. I think there are other slots that could do better on this GV, like, for example. Could use this one. Close this. You could use time to go wild. You could use this one. I mean, hell, you could even use this one. It's up to my fists. Yes, the cooler movie Yellow Goku. Yes, NXRJ, yeah. I just call him Birdku. I don't know why. Just call him Birdku. I think that's what the community calls him, too, for the most part. That doesn't change the fact that I call him Birdku. So, yeah, Birdku. You could call him Abku, I guess, too. But there's a lot of Abkus out there, so, Birdku. This looks like things just got slapped on. Doesn't even look like there was a lot of thought process into Green Broly here. So it kind of saddens me because I'm just like, there's so many better ways you could have built this guy, and you decided to just slap your equips onto him. Saddens me a little. Goku looks like there was a little bit more thought process into him. There's definitely a strike orientation, but overall base, like, boosts all around because this is a really good equip for him. This is a really good equip for him. I feel like you could definitely find something better than this, but this is not bad. It's definitely a solid, like, free-to-play version or free-to-play thing. And I say free-to-play loosely because you could technically make any Awakened or any better equip free-to-play too. But I'm just saying in regards to, like, free-to-play and don't want to waste time, don't want to put any energy into it, this equip. Overall, like, a lot of this issue here is really just lack of care when it comes to equip choices. Like, I feel like I could recommend the equips, but at this point, I feel like it's better for this person if they look at their own team and say, what could I actually do to improve my own damn team? And legitimately, just updating your equips. Just updating, or even just upgrading them could make them better. It just hurts me because I'm seeing I'm seeing A equips, right? And we're in a meta where A equips are just not good enough. So, I used to say as a beginner, if you just started, getting A equips at very minimum would be good enough. But now S is kind of. LVB needs a plat. They haven't given him one. This Joker, they're not going to give him one for a little bit. Because despite him not having a plat, and, obviously being replaced by Ultra Gogeta, he still gets usage, even today. He's definitely been replaced. I'm not going to disagree with there. But he's been replaced. Okay. Interesting. Link to my Discord is always in the description below. Just click on the description box and you'll find it. What's better, New Zenkai Goku or Femborli? I would say it's the New Zenkai Goku. See, I don't agree with that, NXRJ, because I feel like the difference here is that VB, upon release, was insane, and VB to this day is actually still solid. Then we have the Monkey King, which needed a plat equip just to make him actually a unit that would be usable and serviceable beyond just the hype of third anniversary. Because after third anniversary pretty much concluded, he just stopped seeing play over and over and over again over time. Who do you think is the worst LF? IMO Ape Vegeta. Worst LF? Without a Zenkai or all LFs in the game? Because I don't agree with Ape Vegeta. Unless you're referring to new LFs. Like, what are you... Okay. What is legitimately the question asking of me here? Because it depends what's the criteria here. If we're just talking about all LFs, it's definitely not Ape Vegeta. There are other LFs that are way worse. All LFs. I mean, don't forget, Zenkai Beerus still exists. Zenkai Beerus still exists. Right? And let me think of other LFs. Actually, let me just pull up the game, because I don't think I can search up LFs on this the way I want to filter it. So... Here, I'll pull up all LFs. Right now, the first one that comes to mind is Beerus, but I definitely want to, now at this point, look up, because I'm not sure. All LFs, we're going to assume they can have a Zenkai. We're not going to include without a Zenkai, because that's stupid. Like, I'm not going to talk about Beerus without a Zenkai, and I'm not going to talk about Nameku without a Zenkai. So we're going to talk about them with their Zenkais, whoever can have a Zenkai, and we're going to talk about it that way. Okay, let's applicable. All right, let's take a look. I am looking at them. There are 3 units right now that I can discuss. Definitely 100% over Ape Vegeta. 3 units. 3 units that I could talk about. We're still going to do Rate My Team. Don't worry. I'm not going to discuss after this any further. But 3 units that I could definitely say 100% definitely under Ape Vegeta. Zenkai Beerus. The Green Future Vegeta. And then, where's the last one that I had? UI. UI is an interesting one because UI could easily be fixed up. I think the reason why I have to rate him so low is even though I have him at 10 stars, he does not protect himself against fecking anything. It's so fecking annoying. His defenses are so bad. His damage output is actually decent, but to make him actually good, you have to put him on mono purple. which annoys me because I like the character. So, actually, let me think about this objectively because right now I think my bias is getting into here. 1 second. Okay, so I can definitely conclude that the 2 greens that I talked about before are definitely worse than Ape Vegeta. UI, is he worse than Ape Vegeta? Does UI have an ability to block cover change? No. Okay. Does he have the ability to cancel buffs? Yes, he does. Does he have neutral cover change? Yes. Does Ape Vegeta have cover change? Let me double check that because I don't know. I don't own him, so I can't really discuss him in that manner right now. I don't remember. No, he does not. But he does have revival Nyx, although that's not necessarily 100% matter. He also has endurance, which is really good. Okay. He also has an increased damage against blue units. That's actually pretty cool. No wonder he does so much damage against blue units in the first place. No, I can definitely conclude that UI is worse than this guy. Yeah, he also has the ability to block cover change for 5 timer counts, assuming he hits his green card onto you. No, actually, he doesn't even have to hit. He just has to activate it. Cool. That's even better. Nope, never mind. It does have to hit. No, the activation is only the restore key and the key recovery. If it hits, however, it blocks cover change. That's really good. Got it. So there is a limitation. That still doesn't change anything. No. Ape Vegeta is definitely better than UI. Oh, I agree. UI is not bad. But UI is still not that good. Like, don't get me wrong. Just because I say a unit's not good doesn't make it bad. Right? Let's use semantics here. If I say not good, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad or trash or mid. It just means that a unit is not good. When I say good, now what is that too? It's depending on the meta. And right now the meta is not forgiving of bringing in UI and getting hit with him. So, you know, it's all dependent. Like, let's use semantics here because if someone says a unit is not good, the next thing you should ask is, so how do you quantify him? Right? And that's how I see it. So whenever you guys hear me say something, don't just assume that if I say something's not good, that it means I mean it bad. Just assume that that's what I said. It's not good. Take it literally. If I say a unit is not good, that's what it means. Nothing more. Don't extrapolate more from it. Where would I rate Ape Vegeta then? It's hard to say right now. Because Saiyans right now are kind of in a really bad situation. Ape Vegeta is also completely replaced by the fact that GV exists. Do I think he's better than Cell, though? Let me think about that, because I'm not sure. And I gotta go back to this in a moment, so guys, this is the last bit I'm gonna talk about. It's hard to say where I rate Ape Vegeta, actually, now that I think about it. Because it's interesting. I truly believe in some aspects, like when we talk about Revival Nyx, Cell is better, but in terms of kit alone, and just like overall meta right now, Ape Vegeta feels a bit better than Cell. So I don't know, it's a toss-up. I think that's meta dependent. For now, at least. I think that Ape Vegeta definitely has a bit of an edge on Cell currently because of the things you could throw Ape Vegeta on, but that doesn't change the fact that Cell, I don't know, they're kind of... This is tough. Like, if you ask me what my top best picks for LFs, I could easily probably name them. But if you talk about, like, lower end and mid end, that gets really difficult to actually talk about. Like, I haven't... You know what? That could be a stream. I could make a tier list for LFs. I think that would be great. No, you guys have... You definitely guys have created new content for yourselves. So, yeah, I'll do that. I will make a list of what I think are the best or worst LFs in the game. And I'll make a tier list, and we'll do one that's subjective and then one that's objective. So I'll rate them how I see them, and then how what I would think that the community would see it as. And when I say the community, I mean like the data of the community. I don't mean actually the community, because I don't care what the community thinks. The community can be wrong for all I care. If the data says otherwise, the data says otherwise. So we're going to do that way. We're going to do 2. One where I do opinionated. So my opinion means that it could be complete trash, and that's okay because that's the point of it. It's just supposed to be like my opinion. And then we'll do the data. So community data, not community thought. I don't care what the community thinks. The community could be completely wrong, and I'm okay with that. Or they could be completely right, and I'm okay with that. However, we're doing community data, meaning whatever the thing, whatever the data says. All right. What do you mean when you say an opinion is based? Is that good or bad? Oh, when an opinion is based, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good or bad. It just means that it is, okay, it depends on how I define based. Everything's semantics in my life here. So I guess when I say an opinion is based, it depends on the context. If I'm just referring to that's a based opinion, then it means that it is very subjective to the person. But if I'm calling you based upon your opinion, then that's bad. That's definitely bad. Unless you're not referring to me, monkey, in which case I'm just reading things and not looking at things. What's up with everyone having good grammar? Oh my god. Yo, Ibo1, hello. Hello, Gaming Magic Roblox. How you doing? All right, let's go back to rate my team. I'm getting super sidetracked, but okay. So there you go. I promise you guys, Monday, come Monday, we're gonna do a Legends Limited tier list. That's what we'll do. Okay. Done and done. We'll do that. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Hope you guys dislike it to hell or like it to hell. I don't care. And we go from there. But right now, I want to go back to rate my team. I have not straddled. What the feck? I've done a lot of non-rate my team now. Okay, let's go back. Feck me. Cell can do damage to yellows. Never. You're right. Never. Yeah, I know. Eh? Feck me. Okay, it looks like the first 3 units got equips that were actually decent for it. Then we just threw on equips. Fair enough. That's fine. Veggie Clan. Setup is fine. Could be a little bit better, but for all I care, setup is fine. It's quack. Setup is fine. Okay. I think you could do a bit better, but it's okay for just standard equips. Again, standard equips, it's better, but it feels like it's kind of like you almost got a new account through the best equips you could find, which is literally these, and said, let's call it a day. Could do a bit better on here. Same thing can be said here. And then it's mine, so I don't really care. Okay, same setup. Okay. Damn, we're getting some... No, I want to post my team. Then post your team, Gaming Magic Roblox. Post it! A GT. UL Omega. I feel like you could do a lot better than this. A lot of these could, like... With this boyo, you could definitely run this equip on him. So I don't know what's going on here. Like, sure, the Awaken's fine. Just kill off this. It's not bad. Potato film. I want to ask you a question. Do you want to be added in Dragon Ball Legends out of a unit? Yes or no? I would love to be added as a potato unit. When did they release Ultra Shenron? Back in like November or October? Don't fully remember. Maybe it was September. I have no fucking clue. It's been a while. I don't even know if you will get my team. God damn. I know, Lennon. I am so slow. Okay. It's okay. We'll make it. We'll make it. Don't worry. Feck you, Gohan. All right, bet. Okay. So, it looks like there was thought process that went into this dude and this dude for the most part. Then, we get to this. They threw on whatever equips they had. Same here. Same here, except for the plat, maybe. But even then, it kind of felt like they just threw it on. And then it's just thing. So, like I said, not bad. Might want to rework these. Like, look up on not Game Press. DBZ Space. Don't look up on Game Press. Please don't. And you'll be fine. You'll be able to find some equips and work. You can do it. I believe in you. You don't always need me to tell you what to do. Have you ever reached godly rank? No, I've never tried. The most I've done the most I've done was in the first 2 seasons. I did top 6K and that was done. I really don't push. I really don't push. I don't enjoy PvP. So I'm like one of those, let's take it easy. Let's just go top 6K and we're done. Just chill. Okay. Do I think I could reach godly rank? I don't know, maybe. I've never tried, so I don't know. I don't know if I don't try. I mean, I've done a top 100 grind before. Well, back during 3rd anniversary, so maybe it's definitely possible if I was able to consistently keep myself in the top 100, so I guess I could maybe do it. But I don't know if I really want to do that again. I hated that season so bad. I broke down and cried 3 times or 4. Emily, how many times did I cry during my top 100 run? Like 3 or 4 times? Like actually like broke down and screamed in tears? Like 3 or 4 times, I think. I was so freaking upset and just my mental health was deteriorated so badly because I was just, it was like 4 hour to like sometimes 7 hour grinds. So, So, I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to go through that again. Although, I guess Godly now is top 1K. It's not even anymore top 100. So, or top 70, actually, better to say. Because the original season was like top 70. You have to be like top 70 for Godly in the first, I think, season or 2. I don't know about second season. I have to double check that one. I have the data for it. But for the first season, it was like top 70 for Godly. So, hell no. Hell no am I going to try for that. Okay, so anyways. This looks like it is Sunfam. Okay, so we got a pure buff along with base buffs. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Okay. It's not bad, actually. I think this one could be better, but otherwise it's not bad. Okay, let's keep going. Because I've taken too long. Don't make fun of my equipment. I won't. I'll just tell you what you could do to make it better. That's all I would do. I'm not gonna make fun of you for it. Feck. Who do you think I am? Some sort of bloody tyrant? No, I'm not a bloody tyrant. I just want you guys to improve in the game. Because if you can beat me, it means I've done my job. If you can't beat me, I still have work to do. Alright, let's take a look. Setup's fine. Like, this is fine. Why would I make fun of you for it? This is okay. Like, sure, I don't agree with this equip, but that is not a bad equip. Like, for an equip, if you don't have anything better, is fine. Okay. I guess you're going strike, so this is fine. Again, nothing here cries out like horrible. Sure, could you make it better? Yes. However, for what it's worth, this is not bad, Mike. I'm not going to make fun of you for this. If a game can make you rage more than Call of Duty, that's an achievement, and for that I commend Legends. Exactly! How much Legends limited characters are in DB Legends? There's, I don't know. I think there's over like 20-something. Past season, I believe, Godly rank reached over top 2K. There you go. Mr. Mountain said it. Mr. Mountains has said it. He has declared it so! Because Mr. Mountains has been helping me out with it. So thank you, Mr. Mountains. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk about what you could improve, Mike. Okay, so we have Blast here. I believe this is Blast, but I'm not entirely sure. 421 new units in the game. But, Mike, in regards to, like, Legends limited characters, I think. Trust me, I feel you. Been there. I reached godly rank after it was first introduced. It was like hell. I lose under RP, and if I win, I get like 7, but now it's way easier. Oh, no, I agree. It's definitely way easier now. But, like, it's why I haven't really put in effort, because A, Joker, I don't like PvP. I'm going to be honest with you guys. B, I guess if I don't like PvP, that kind of goes hand in hand, but because I don't like PvP, I don't like playing the mode too much. So, as a result, I definitely always underperform. And then C, whenever I do want to perform, I kind of choke myself because, you know, I get easily irritated. And when I get easily irritated, I perform worse than I normally do. So, I find myself in this unhealthy relationship with Legends where I'm just like, is this worth it? No. Could I just play tournaments instead? Yes. And when I do, that could be okay. But that involves actually going to a tournament, which that takes a lot of time and effort and preparation. Something I don't really... I mean, I have time. I could prepare, but do I want to do it? No. I just enjoy relaxing. I'm like one of those casual players that can hang with the top and, you know, just exist. I just want to exist. That's all I want. I'm like your casual... that's why I'm called Potato. I want to be a fecking potato. Just want to be a potato. Let me be a potato. That means lazy. I want to be lazy. If I can be a lazy casual hang person, that'd be great. Will we see an LF and Ultra together this year? Probably. The moment people realize Phil is human. Of course I'm human. I've always been... Wait, no, I'm potato. Sorry. No, potato. Yeah, see, there you go, Joker. Like, listen, I have accomplished things in my life, but I have to wonder, is Legends the thing? Is this a rate my team? Yes, it is. Chill. I'll get there. But I don't know if I want Legends to be the thing where I accomplish things. You know? Like, it's a great way, like, here's what I would say. Because I know there will be people who be like, you're just not doing because you're not good enough. You know what? And you know what? To that, and I'm going to say it because I like to play devil's advocate against myself. That's okay if I'm not good enough. I'd rather be not good enough and not have to try than to be good enough, but then to waste my mental health. And even if I'm not good enough when I try, the fact that I tried will make me happy, even if my mental health is deteriorating because of it. Because afterwards, I'll be like, I tried, it wasn't good enough, didn't do it. But if I am good enough, I still don't want to do it. So the nice thing about this is, since I know what I want, it doesn't even matter if I'm good enough or not. That is a completely moot point at this point. It makes me just happy to know that if I don't want to do it, I just won't do it. So yeah, there you go. That is my answer to that. So yeah, I agree with you, Joker. My mental health definitely comes before everything else. My family comes before everything else, and I do not want to put them through that stress, and I don't want to put myself through that stress, most importantly. So, no. Anyways, I mean, some people do have time for godly rank, Nashwin, so, you know, for those that actually care about godly rank, here's what I say. If you want godly rank really badly, go for it. If you don't go for it. It's that simple. I thought you're Phil. Akif, I am Phil. What are you talking about? I am Potato Phil. I'm Phil Potato. I'm Potato Potato. Lord Potato Potato. Or Sir Potato Potato. However you want to do it. Listen, Lord Free to Play. I don't like Snickers. So this is a moot point. Anyways, I gotta do this. Guys, I'm now training DBLS. I wanted to ask some of you guys who want to play with me. Ibo1, just join my Discord. Ask people to play with you there. People will probably play with you. Anyways, Mike, great team. I mean, could the equips be better? Yes. However, are some of these equips really solid? Like, I am very pleased with the setup on GV. I'm decently pleased with SOH. You don't have actually that bad setup, Mike. Sure, your equips could be better, but good job. And this is what I'm saying. Do not just assume I'm going to destroy you. I'm not going to. No, we're not mute. Just an otaku. I don't think we're mute. Can everyone else hear me? Because I think everyone else can hear me. So, can everyone else hear me or not? Emily,
Yeah.
can you check if people can hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not a Snickers person. So yeah. Oh damn, this is weird. I see myself in this team. All right, let's take a look. Back to this. Personally, I don't agree with this plat equip on him, but fair enough. It's just a standard equip. If you don't have anything better, sure, slap it on. You said my equipments were bad, lol. Mike, I'm not here to... Ah! Okay. Okay, so Justin Otaku can't hear me. Got it. I don't know what the hell. I don't know how to help you, buddy. I don't know how to help you. But yeah. Listen, guys, I don't like peanuts. I'm not allergic. I just don't like peanuts. But for some fucking reason, I like Mr. Biggs, even though they have feckin' peanuts. I don't understand. I'm not really sure what's going on with me. But I like Mr. Big, but I fecking don't like Snickers. I don't know how to answer this question other than I am an anomaly that doesn't... I don't understand, okay? I don't make sense. I'm not sure. Help. All right. With this one, I would replace this and go with this one. I think it's called Let's Go Vegeta. Like, I truly believe this equip, yeah, this one is just super important. Put it on him. It's okay to have this. Like, this is actually solid. You're supposed to have this. But I wouldn't put this if you don't have this. And if you want this, that's fine. But replace this. If you want this, then replace this. Just make sure you have this equip. I don't believe that this is overrated. I think this is truly actually really important to have. The amount of health restoration you have on top of this dude's health restoration really makes an impact on your healing. So just letting you know. Anyways, take care, Quack. Have a great day and stay safe. Oh, never mind. Got a Quack. Okay, welcome back. Anyways, let's finish this. Awaken equip. You can definitely do that to make this better. For blast or for strike. Okay, if you're gonna do this, why are you gonna run this? I mean, like, it just really feels like there's it does this. Are you focusing on blast or strikes here? Because, like, as a Saiyan team, having an idea of where you want to actually, you know, where you want to land with your moves really matters. I don't even know how to even rate this because the team itself is horrible, but this blue Goku is a lot to be desired. Where do I even begin? GV's fine. Angel's fine. This is fine. Okay, if you mainly run GV, Super Saiyan 3, and Angel, what I would definitely say is maybe you should focus on a specific setup. Like, if you want to make them blast, that's fine, make them blast. Or if you want to make them strike. But please, please, please find out what you want. Because, and I say this because if you're running mainly these three, then remove this dude and put an actual Saiyan buffer, please. And then the rest could actually be fine. Like, I think my biggest issue right now is that this Z ability only works on, like, who? Just GV. That's not good. You're gonna need to do something better for that. Samville, this guy needs to go. Either that, or this guy needs to somehow go in the leader slot. But if you put him in the leader slot, that's it. And then on top of that, instead, I think, honestly, if you're really gonna put anyone in the leader slot, GV should be in the leader slot. Because if you're gonna run GV, run him. So switch the leader slot with GV. Remove this blue coup and find another blue unit, or just just another Saiyan buffer. Just put Raditz in there. You just might never use a blue, and that's fine. Honestly, that's honestly fine. I mean, does it suck a little bit? Yes, but at the same time, this team is giving me a headache. It's giving me a headache because there's too much balance going on with a lack of Z ability in the mix for a Saiyan's team. And Saiyan's already doing not so great right now. So the fact that it's not doing super, super great, and yet here I see this, it kills me. Because as a Saiyan's main, I'm dying a little bit. So, yeah. I've had to throw my glasses off of my face twice. So I would definitely say, Samville, if this is your team, focus on either Blast or Strike for this Angel. Focus on either, actually this can be a mix, but I like to focus on Strike because their Blast is really good anyways without the focus on it. And then for this dude, I'd also focus on Blast. So honestly, a Blast-based version of this team would be totally fine. Are the equips good, though? See, that's the problem. Like I said, you're doing a mixed bag because of your equips. So focus on one. That's my problem. Like, look at what they do, and then you'll see what I mean. Like, here you have Blast, yet here you have Strike. Here's the mixed bag. You've got balance, which is fine. But the problem is your Z abilities don't say that. Your Z abilities are not saying fine to this. You're going defense and then you're going mainly strike. So when you've got a mixed bag, you're not optimizing your damage. And the lack of optimization is going to hurt you in the game in games where you need the maximum output damage in a specific card arts in order to potentially KO an opponent. So you need to rework on whether you want Blast or Strike. And I would honestly say Blast for this character for sure. Swap GV, put GV in the leader slot, remove the blue coup, and rethink about your equips. If you want Strike on your units, fine, but just be aware that he's not a Strike unit. This guy's not Strike based, so this equip is very, very... It's not very good for this guy. Sadly. Like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just frustrated because I'm frustrated with Saiyans right now. So, yeah. That's what I have to say. Fusions. Like, for example, here's a great example of equips done right. Yeah. You're welcome, Samville. I'm sorry about, like, the irritation in me. It's just, like, it's just saddening to see Saiyans be in such a weird way. Alright, take care, Just an Otaku. Have a great day, okay? Or am I disappointed? But I'm not, I don't know. I'm disappointed in Saiyans. How about that? Anyways, let's look at this. Like, here's a good example of a use of this equip. Plat, and then an Awakened. I mean, could you have a better Awakened on him? Yes. But, I mean, like, for the most part, solid. It's solid for what it is. Like, I understand the progress. I understand the purpose. Good. Then we start to go downhill because of the lack of Awakens. And then on top of that, it really feels like this unit just kind of got... You kind of put whatever on him. I feel like there's a lot more you could do. Yeah, I figured it. I figured out that. But yeah, Super Vegito set up decently well. It's unfortunate that you have only Kefla as your green, not Monkey King. VB's still solid, but like obviously if you had Ultra Gogeta that'd be better, but still fine. And then I would actually say that Majub would be a better use of your fusion on your fusion team than this Gogeta. Now, of course, if you don't have Majub, then don't worry about it. But if you do, think about it. Majub is definitely better. Oh, I agree with that so much, Lennon. Awaken equips suck so much, but they're so important at this point. It's ridiculous. I used to not like talk about awakens at all because you could back in the day get away with it. Now it doesn't feel like you can. At this point, S equips minimum with awaken equips as well in your teams. It's painful. But luckily they have made equips a little easier, but still. Again, Maju probably be better than this guy. Does what Gogeta does, but better, especially with an endurance on himself, which is nice. Fine. Monkey King would be better, but if you don't, then Kefla's fine, I guess. VB is a great substitute for Ultra Gogeta. Super Vegito is solid with the Zenkai, and then this is a nice buffer, I guess. So yeah, okay. Yeah. Feck, we got another fecking bot in here. Can we kill it? I want it dead. It says Vun Rent. I want it dead. All bots should die. And I'm not being bot phobic. I'm just saying in regards to YouTube bots. Other bots can stay alive, but YouTube bots go die. Okay. Like I said, like I think that you could definitely improve these equips. Like I would definitely say this. Samville, here's a great suggestion. Go to characters. Find your character. So let's say you want to use this guy. See what equips he can run. And then consider what can he do out of these. Like, for example, here's a great plat equip that you can run on him. It's a basic plat equip, but it does a lot. It's great. Use it. Another one that you could use is this. He can use it. On top of that, he gets some base health. It can be awakened. Fantastic. You could use this one. There you go. I'm not saying this is the best one. I'm just saying you could use it. Look at this one. You could figure out what you want from here. You could use it. I'm just saying, if you use DBZ Space to like help you figure out what equips you want on him, you can definitely build them better. That's all I'm saying. Like, guys, one thing that I want to say, just in general with Rate My Teams, I love rating teams. But I also like it when you guys put in that effort. Because when you put in that effort, it helps me actually work on your team more so than just kind of going over the same thing over and over again. Because right now, I'm kind of going over the same thing. I'm a broken record. I'm just basically going on here and showing you guys the application of what you need to do. Just look at the equips. Try to figure out what can synergize. It's really actually that simple. And then once you've done that, come back to me, and I'll just see what we can do to make it even better. I'm not saying don't come to me even if you haven't done the work. I'm just saying the more work you do, the better I can give you in terms of information. Because right now, I'm just kind of like overviewing because I can't get to the nitty-gritty if you haven't done at least the basics. And that's something that I could, but we'd be sitting here till who knows how long. And that's the problem. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But overall, like, the team itself is not horrible. It's not bad at all, actually. But could it be way better? Absolutely. And just through the equips alone? Yes. Okay, Z-Buff, let's go. It looks like it's the same. It looks like Mono Purple from Samville as well. This looks like his team too. Okay. Interesting, noted. There you go. So yeah. Please, please, please. Go to items. Go to equipment. And then you could do open a new tab. Find your character. So for example, SOH. Go down all the way to the bottom. See what equips they can have. See what you can do to like maximize a specific stat. Go from there. That would be a great way for you guys to try to maximize what you're trying to do. While also, when you come to me, when you bring your teams, all of a sudden we can see what you worked on, what we can make even better. Because right now, this is going to become a lot of overview. And I don't want to do overview all the time, guys. Which is why I do rate my teams like every other week. Because overview takes up a lot of time. Listen, I don't disagree with that Nashwin. I'm just saying we have what we have. Maybe one day they'll make it better, but right now it is what it is, you know? I hate to say it that way, but it is very true. I knew it! Anyways, point is, okay, so for this unit, there are two equips that I think would be better on him, especially since he is a very defensive unit, and you could actually build him very defensively. However, would you really use him is the question. This is mono purple, but a very interesting mono purple. If it looks like it's just really built to, well, more, yeah, it's more or less built to buff this dude. More or less, I say, because this guy's Zenkai ability does not go onto him, even though he's in the leader slot, so that's not how that works. But otherwise, again, I'd replace this equip. Get the Let's Go Awaken Vegeta equip. That would be fantastic for him. It's fine, I guess. Again, I would put more like health. Like Gohan protected me. It's from the Legends Road Trunks event. You can pick up that equip there. And then you could put anything else. Because that's my last time, I swear. Should you only look at Awaken and Plat equips? No. So Akif. Not just that, but yeah, mainly. Mainly Plat equips, if applicable. Unless the Plat equip doesn't work with the unit's equip set. Or mainly Awakens, but sometimes it's important to look into like gold. Just regular gold if there's a pure buff you're missing. If you need a pure buff stat, those are great. Sometimes even just a regular gold equip can be really good. For example, one that's really good that, you know, I don't want you guys to ignore. So let's say we're talking about Vegeta, okay? Pretend we're talking about Vegeta. Evo Vegeta. Here's a great regular gold plated equip that's really good. Don't bring Kakarot into this. It's really, really good. And it's not awakened. So there are exceptions, of course. But yes, I guess for a ground rule, look at awakened. Look at Plats. Yes, for a basic ground rule. And then after that, dive into the gold. See what else could be added additionally onto that to make it better. All right, take care, Mr. Mounds. Have yourself a great day, and see you later. All right, let's move on. Veggie Melee. Okay, so this is... okay, so we got Trunks. Okay, it looks like it's going to be Strike, so it's all Strike for the most part. I have to assume that this is only a health booster, so they don't care about the equip set here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this looks very much strike-based. I just want to double-check that one equip. I believe it's a pure buff on the last slot, but I have to double-check because I'm not entirely sure. And, but I believe it's a pure buff. It is a pure buff. Okay. Actually really solid. I'm quite impressed. Good job. We could work on these equips, like specific equips you could work on to make better. But overall, for what it is, it's not bad. I'm sure I could make this better than it is. Like, for example, if I were to go to characters, for example. If I was going to go to green, just for the first character. Just the first character alone. And if we were to find him. Alright, so we have this one. We have this one. This one. So if we look at this, we have this equip right here, and we have this equip. We could focus on Strike here for a 30% boost, and that would automatically replace this first equip right there, and make this equip even better. You could do this for 22. This also gives special move extra, and again, it still makes the pure boost better than the first equip alone. This one, you could argue that you don't need it as much, but if you want just general defenses and offenses, you could do that, and again, it would still make the pure boost that much better than the one of right here. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this equip on this, but that's because I don't know the unit very well. I don't remember his key recovery stat. I don't remember how good that is, so I don't know how important that is onto him, but the strikes do help, so there is that. And then this, I feel like, is just kind of thrown together because he does health. Only reason. For this guy, this is not bad. Again, maybe you could consider inside of this one. However, I agree with this one. This one's still good. So, there you go. And there you go. That's what I would say. Moving on. God Key 2. Okay, this doesn't seem like this person mains God Key. Either that or they main God Key, but they haven't really had a chance to summon on more than what they've had. But it doesn't look like they main God Key. It really looks like they kind of just threw this together, but they summoned on a future banner. So, what can I say about this? Plaid is fine. Plaid is great. Awaken, please. Awaken, please. Replace this equip. There are better equips than this. This is actually good equip on UI, but UI itself struggles, especially at 2 stars at this point. I think the next step for you is really just to find every single character in your thing, see what awakens you need, and then find the resources and the materials to make these awakened characters, make these awakened equips. Because here's the thing, like, let's go to UI, for example. Let's see what he can use. He can use this. He can use this. Obviously, you're using that, so that's good. He can use this. He can use this. He can use this. He can also use this. But I wouldn't say this is, like, the best for him. I'm just saying, like, you could use this. Oh, that's the same thing. Let's go back. You could use this. His green card each time would increase his health restoration. I wouldn't say that's 100% great. I'm just saying it's possible. You can definitely do it. This is also okay. Also gives you some defense, but honestly, defense is not going to help you really much. And then same thing here. It's not going to help you much, but it's there. I think one of the biggest problems is that UI currently struggles with the fact that he doesn't have the greatest equips in the game. And then on top of that, his defense is already mediocre at best. They're really bad. His offensive output is actually not bad. It's, I would say, medium to high, depending on how you've built him. But the fact of the matter is, he really can't take a combo. And then at 2 stars, let's not even discuss that. At 2 stars, he's going to be completely destroyed. So, yeah. I think one of the biggest things right now is, okay, so you have the setup that you want, for the most part. Your next goal right here, and honestly, I think that UI here is not going to be that great. If anything, I think personally, if you're going to put someone on here, either put the Rosé or GV on the leader slot, I think you should remove UI. He's either you remove him or just use him as a bench, and that's it. He's unfortunately not very good. He's not good enough, especially at the stats you have him at, to contend in this meta. And then on top of that, with what you have here, it's just, I don't think it's worth it. It's really not worth it. I mean, if you really like UI and you just want to play him, fine. But if you're really trying to climb in this meta, don't use him. Yeah, so put GV leader slot or free-to-play Rosé leader slot. I don't remember a free-to-play Rosé's Z ability, which is why I'm not sure. But at the same time, GV, putting him in the leader slot wouldn't be a bad idea either. So, especially with the team setup you've got. So, and then obviously Zenkai this to 7. Really, I think what's going to really come down to this is you're going to want to Zenkai this to 7. You're going to want to switch the leader slot. You're not going to want to use UI, and you're going to want to rework on the equips. I think that's really the fundamental issues here. Otherwise, the team itself, like, if we were to look at it at higher stars, would I call it bad? I wouldn't call it bad. I would just call it, like, it could be better. It could be improved. Because, for example, you could run the red Goku, the red God Goku for a health buff, and also gives a crit base buff as well. So that's nice, too. It's just an extra add-on. Like, it's not actually important, but it's just nice that it's there. So, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Power. Okay, so what do we have here? This is powerful opponents with future Gohan as the leader. Okay, this is really good. Unfortunately, that's where it ends. And I say that because the stars are extremely low. I'm not saying you can't win with this. I'm just saying the stars are really low, so the stats are obviously not there. On top of that, these equips look like they're just the bare minimum, which is unfortunate. because the bare minimum in this meta is not enough. I really could just, it's the same thing. Please go on to DBZ Space, find equips, find see what works on the team, and then reapply the equips, focusing on a specific thing. Because the team itself could be good. Could be. But another thing I have an issue with is it's mainly melee, and then you have this red cell. Personally speaking, you just need a full-on strike-oriented team. Because you're already building it to be strike-based, you might as well finalize it with a red unit for your final unit as well. And that's what I would say. Cool, kids. Let's go. Okay, we have this, this, and this. Not bad. Solid. This. Okay. I don't like this one. I would remove it and try with the Let's Go Awaken Vegeta. Otherwise, it's fine. Again, I don't like this one, so I would remove it. Let's see. I believe you can awaken this on him. I'm not sure, but if you can, please do. Again, don't like this to equip on him because, again, it boosts ult too. So, feels like a wasted opportunity for something a little bit better on these guys. Okay. It's not bad. Bruh. This equip? Here. Do that. Otherwise, really good. Like, it's solid. Like, it could be better, but it's good. Solid. I know it's not your main team, but still, like, we're talking about what it is. All right, take care. Love you too, God a Quack. Have a great day, okay? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Vegeta's BF. Let's go. Okay, Tin Man. All right. Okay, so we're doing pure buff. Cool. Yep, that's good. Okay, I would probably put the plat equip on one of these, but otherwise it's solid. And then boost. Okay, so in that case, what I'm seeing here is, yeah, this is actually really good. What you can do is you can really go through, because since you're doing, okay, so we got Zenkai buffs on even him, yeah. Except for this one, obviously, but everyone's boosting, which is good. Yeah, this is really good. I could see a lot of damage being outputted here, so this is really good. What could we improve here? You could, if you don't like this equip or you feel like there's a better equip, you could always go time to go wild. You can always go with any of the other ones that I've mentioned in the past. This one's also good, so it's not really a bad deal here. Here is mainly a lot of strike-based potential plus pure buff, so honestly, I like it. Just your blast is on the lower end. And then here it feels kind of like you kind of put whatever, but I mean, I'm not going to really argue with this one too much. One thing you could also try is Drip Goku. So, like, the Coat Goku. Coat Goku has been really good as well. Like, he's DKP-like, and he could, in some cases, be better or worse. It depends on, like, what you really care for. If you care for more neutral control, they're both good. But if you care for advantage control, Drip Ku is better. If you care for more defensive and overtime buff control, then in that case, this Vegeta is better. It really depends on what you're going for. Problem is with this Vegeta is you're never going to really actually stop an RR outright. You're just kind of going to either get him rushed or you're going to get him to have them hold on to their RR longer. Generally speaking, against a good player. Against a bad player, you might actually get them to never throw their RR, but that's not the point. Got it. Okay. But otherwise, like, I think let me just look at the equips itself. Whoops, not the equips. The characters. Purple. Let's see. Where are you? Let me see what you got. Let me just see your actual setup first, so I can get an idea of, like, actually what I'm dealing with. This. Where is it? This. Whoops, not that, but whatever. I mean, it works. Feck. What was the last one? This one. Cool. Strike, special move, blast. do this? Or did I skip this? I'm gonna skip this. I'll go back to it in a moment. Okay, so we got... Is he strike and blast? Or is he just... I don't remember. Yes, there is a bot. I see that. Forgetua Sadu. I want it gone, but, you know, we'll see. Feck, we got 2 bots. Emily, can we ban them both, please? Oh, there's also a Vandy Tao Zoe from up after Lennon, before Lennon. I want them all deleted. I hate them with a passion. I want them all banned. Anyways. What else we got? Let me just see this. No, you're right. The defense doesn't help. I don't know. I built my Vegeta defensively. So I guess if you're going for damage, like pure damage, fair enough. But I like him tanking because I like forcing an RR. That's why. Wait, sorry, wrong team. I like forcing an RR with him. But then again, I don't run this Vegeta. I run a different booster. That's why. So like I have the defenses. Not Tao though. I don't like Tao. Tao feels like, because in that case I can't run pure buffs. So yeah, I understand why you've set yourself up the way you did. Actually, there were 3 bots, so we just banned 3 bots. And I'll keep on banning bots because I don't want them on my streams or even in my videos. So they're all going away. No bots allowed in my streams. Anyways. Is there anything better that you could put there, or is it all the same at that point? This might be the best, actually. Let me see. Base blast, base strike, defense, base blast, attack. I mean, okay, but at that point, couldn't I argue that if you don't need the defense, that instead of Trunks stay back, you could just run this Awakened? Lennon, at this point, couldn't you just run this as your Awakened on this Vegeta? By that argument alone? Right? Because you're getting double defense here. But that seems like a waste if you can just go for base blast and strike. Unless you're trying to tell me that you want some defense. But at that point, I argue, is there even a point? y'all being very, very based right now, you know that? Oh my god. You and your I'm a bot Von Rent. Fecking hell. I hate you guys. I love you guys. What the oh wait, whoops. Feck. Well, I already knew your equips. So the first 2, great. Last one, I mean, I could argue that maybe you should just run this equip instead of the Trunks protect or Trunks stay back. But otherwise, yeah, I agree with you. Your equip set is solid. I don't have much to say. Let's just close these now. Let's take a look. What the feck is this? Okay. Yes. Sure. I'd change it, but, you know. Are we going strike here? Wait, no, don't do this. I could run that Awaken, but you see the problem is that I spent all my Rush Medals on Awaken Fusion Equip. I literally... Oh. Okay, never mind. Yep, fine. Then what you got is fine. Okay. Okay, I got it. Lennon, I got it. Okay. GG. GG in that case. Yeah, no. What the feck? Get rid of this. That's not Future. This is not Future. This is not Future. Get rid of this. This makes no sense. Fair enough, Lennon. I get it. 100% get it. Otherwise, this team is good. The setup is good. The equips could be better. You're going to want to refix this. You're not running the Awakened Plat on him. I mean, not the Awakened Plat. The Plat on him. His, just generic Plat. Not his actual Plat. The generic Plat. Where is that? You could also run, like, a pure buff on him. Especially since you've actually set it up for pure buffs. And sure, you can be strike here. But not with this. This is not even this. You have one future unit. You don't need a 6% pure buff. It'd be better with an 18%, but this isn't future. So no. Emily, please don't ban Akif. He's a real person. Okay, so Akif 2004 is not banned, right? Because I see all his messages are deleted. You didn't do that. Okay, thank God. Okay, never mind. Oh, you messed up. Oh, he messed up. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, that's how I see this. Okay, let's move on. Oh my God, what's up with all this mono purple being thrown at me? Okay, NXRJ, I believe this is yours. Okay, so let's see. All right, fair enough. Setup is fine. I mean, defense, fine. Strike. So this looks like it's very defensive on this Vegeta. Fair enough. One thing that could be done is... Hello, Matt Striker. How you doing? Also, you were already here in here, but you're saying hi, so hi. I'm assuming this is there for health. Because we're doing health, so I guess we're doing defense to some degree. In which case, okay, fair enough. I guess we shouldn't really try to focus too much on pushing for pure buffs. Yeah, if you're going to do Tau, you can't really do pure buffs. Pure buffs with Tau is really bad in comparison to just, like, full-on offense. So... But do I agree with that? I don't think so. But I definitely don't think this is a good one. What do you do? Are you bad? Are you just a... Yeah, you're a bad equip. Wow. There are bad awakened equips out there. Yikes. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Is that worth it? What is this? What is this Garbaggio? Is it even that good? No, it's not even that good. Okay. I mean, if you're going to do health, like this health right here. Wow. Wait, is this not even health? Is it not even health? What the feck? It's base critical. No. Ew. Ew. No, don't do that. Might as well use I'll show you. Okay, I thought that was health. Oh my God. No, these two, no. 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 Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Nix them. Like, for now, you could run I'll show you. Holy hell, that was scary. Like, I actually, you've terrified me now. And then you could run, like, hell, you could run this. The awakened version of this is fine. The awakened version of this is fine. Hell, even this is fine. Like, just run this at that point. Holy shit. Whew. Okay, scared me a bit. Oh, you could run this. This is actually a pretty good one. Sorry, can't see. There we go. This is good. Okay. Otherwise, NXRJ, like, the team itself is fine. I personally like pure buffs on my team, and I do like not running Tau. I love running units to, like, fully boost the team so it can just hit hard. And the reason for that, I like to end games fast. And that's all. But anyways, otherwise, like, overall, everything else is fine. It's just this scared the hell out of me. So, yeah. You've done great. You've scared me really badly. That's all. That's all. But otherwise, good job. Moving on. Hybrids. Okay. You can make this better. This looks like you just threw the best equips you had on there and just let it be. To some degree, same thing here. Okay. Yeah, you just slapped equips, didn't you? You slapped equips on here. Whoever this is, you slapped equips. Again, same thing I could say. Just go on DBZ space, look up your unit, see what there's better, what you could do better. He's a melee type. You can make him melee. It looks like the majority of your team wants to be melee anyways, with this guy being the exception, so you can just do that. Hit on powerful opponent. Okay, let's take a look. NXRJ, you could also use the EX Goku. At 6 stars, I think he like buffs them at 40% base strike, which is insane. If you're doing for pure buff. But if you're not doing pure buff, then you can just keep Tau, in which case you should probably stay with base and defense and health. Extra defense for Tau. It's the same thing here. Like, team itself, I understand the synergy. I get it. It's fine. My issue, again, it kind of looks a little bit like we get here, and it looks like there was some thought. Not a lot, but some thought. And then we get here, and it's kind of like, here, I just vomited equips on there. And I think that's a little bit annoying for me. So, yeah, All right, take care at KKFG. Have a great day, okay? Stay safe. Yeah, again, feel like you could do a little bit better here. Again, same thing. Feel like it's the same thing at this point. Let's take a look at the losers. I'm not even going to talk about the equips because there's 2 equips here that I'm really, really irritated by. Can anyone find the 2 equips I'm irritated by? There's 2. Where are the equips that irritate me? It's in this row. There's 2. One should be extremely obvious. The other one should be obvious for those of you that have watched my streams many times and have said the same thing over and over and over again. Holy fecking hell. I don't know how many times I can make that very clear. Thank you, Mike. The top one must be a Saiyan and Extreme. You can't do the first one. This is a shallot. Yeah, that EX one. This fecking hell. Like, you can't do that. You don't have an EX Saiyan unit on the team for this. I mean, okay, if we're being completely honest, the majority of this row is really bad. And I'm saying this out of love. I'm not even saying this out of, like, hate towards this player. Like, I'm doing this, and I'm so exasperated because I want you to have better equips than what I'm seeing. This one's really bad because you're not getting the final slot. This one's okay, so I can let it be, but it is really just an S equip posing as a Z+. This only works on particular teams. Usually teams that can use this equip efficiently are specific regen units and mainly a Super Saiyan team. They can abuse that equip a lot better. This only works if you got shallot on the team. So the fact that there's no shallot means it can't actually be used for some parts of the equip. This is okay, so I don't really hate this, and this is super specific to Sun Family or against a Vegeta clan. And realistically, you shouldn't be using it only because it's not exactly what I would say a good equip. It's really hyper-dependent on a meta that doesn't exist currently. If we're talking about back when Sun Fam was king, this equip would actually be okay. It was actually pretty good. But right now, it's not very good. It's too scatter-focused that this equip just falls short of being okay at best. It's like an A-tier equip even when it's Z+. And that's bad. You don't want that. So there you go. So, like, if I had to order this from worst to best, the worst equip that I see on this thing is probably either the shallot or this one. I have, like, a hate boner towards this equip because it's used improperly a lot. So, I'm edging it to this one only because of that. Then it's this one. Then on this, it's this one, followed by this one, followed by this one, followed by this one. There you go. Otherwise, it's the same thing I've always said. Look up the units. Please put awakened equips on this dude. Put as a plat equip. You could do a lot with that. Overall, though, like, it's not the worst thing. I've seen way worse than this, but still, that last slot looks really bad and needs to be fixed. So, yeah. God Key defense. Okay. It's not bad, but the problem is here, this is a crit buffer. So if you want God Key in defense, I'm failing to see how this is going to help. You should be running the Plat Corrin if you're going to do a defensive maneuver with this team. Than this. This is very offensive. This is offensive by nature as an equip, not defensive. This, however, is good. I agree with this. Doesn't matter. He's just a health buffer. Okay. 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 Yeah. I understand the rest. But this equip itself is offensive by nature. That I don't understand it. So I would replace that, and then we could come back and review this afterwards. Okay, let's take a look. Future. Okay, one thing you could already do here is replace this with the awakened version of this, because you have a future team anyways. You might as well do that. Let's see. It's not bad. There's part of me that's like, this is a little bit awkward only in placement because you don't have an ult to begin with. And I feel like there are better equips that you could run on him. I don't even have to show it. I just know it. That rhymed. This... You could run some Awakened on this. Like, this feels very just, like, there for the sake of it being there. There is better setup than this. This is not a very good Awakened. Actually, this is probably one of the worst Awakened I've seen in a while. Not the worst, but one of the worst that he could run. So, just go there. Let's just go and show it. Like, you could run this. You literally could run this. This is a way better equip already. Health restoration, you could abuse that with Zamasu, and on top of that, it buffs both stats that he would be using anyways. So he also gets key recovery, although he doesn't really need it. Alternatively, you could also run this if you just want something basic. Like, this is way better, and it's basic. Or if you want just hyper defense, then in that case, you could run, where is it? This one? I have a love boner for this. Mainly because it's actually good. Like, it's actually a good thing. Health. Anyways, take care, legendary player. Have a great day, okay? And I hope I didn't miss it, but if I did miss your team, then I'm sorry about that. Base strike, base blast, base health. So yeah, there's a lot you could do with this. That this doesn't matter. This is okay, actually. This is not bad, so I could keep this in, but I don't like this one. Okay, if you're running a God Key team like this, just put GV in the leader slot. Because not everyone's movies. You might as well buff everyone. Just buff everyone. So swap it, because he's already buffing. He's buffing everyone that you need him to buff. Here, let me double check. I want to see what he buffs actually, so that way I know if there's anything extra, or if it's really just a waste to put him where he is. It's a waste to put him where he is. Put this guy in that leader slot, and all of a sudden, you're buffing also this extra 15% to everyone, which is way better. Because he's already buffing everyone, so this is pointless. It's moot. Like, if you're gonna have someone in the leader slot, put someone that you're A, using a lot, and B, actually gives everyone extra passives. Makes sense to me. Swap it. And then no care on the equips, unfortunately. He has a plat that you can use. He has a plat you can use. He has awakens you can use. Fair, I guess, but, like, again, these are not good for what it is. He's only benched, so I would never use him, so fair enough. And then she is, unfortunately, someone that I would not use in this meta. Yo, go on, Corey. Do not be sorry. I am just trying to do this for your benefit, so don't be sorry. Point is, if that was your team, I'm really just trying to redirect that last slot because that last slot isn't good. So what I would suggest again, like I've said many times, go to this website, go to items, go to equipment, and then on another tab, find your character and see what options they have. So like this, and look down at the bottom, see what suggestions they have. Usually, anything that's awakened usually is good. Any plats that you can find are usually good, and then try to see what synergizes with it. Like, if it focuses on defense, maybe add health to it, or add more defense. Do that. That's a great way to focus on your equips and make them better. But anyways, it looks like there's a lack of care here. So that's my issue with this. There's a lack of care. You could easily apply more. Goku. Once again, switch it. GV goes in the leader slot. You don't need to put him in the leader slot. Actually, wait a second. Maybe you do. Saiyans. Future God Key movies. Not future. What the fuck am I talking about? God Key Fusions movies. Don't remember him as well. I don't remember him for some reason. He's GT and Sun Fam. Yeah. He is... Looks like the same person, just a different team. Again, the same thing applies. This looks like it could be like some sort of Saiyans team. In which case, fair enough. I understand now why he's placed there. But at the same time, it just worries me a little bit because I feel like there are better options you could have rostered here unless you don't have anything better. And then equips here are actually not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. Equips here are not very good at all. Like, I would rework this completely. Same thing with this. Not the worst thing in the world I've seen. I've seen worse. You could rework this because that could be awakened. This doesn't need to be there. You could be using a plot. You could be using another awakened. No, sorry. Awakened here, no plot because I'm thinking of GV. This awakened on him, plat, and then something else that, or another awakened. Him awakened here, fine, I guess, if you want an ESIC tier equip, that's fine. But then this got to be changed for, like, something else. Just anything else. Like... For example, where is it? Like, just for example, like something simple. This. It's all up to my fist. You could literally run this on him and that'd be good. Wouldn't be the best, but it could be good. That's all I'm saying. Future. Okay, looks like the setup is there. It looks like it wants to be a strike-oriented team with pure buffs for strike. I understand it. Is it the best thing in the world I've seen? No, but it depends on your third slots as well, so like I can't argue against it too much. But I would say this. My worry about doing pure buffs with Future is that Future is a very, like, xenophobic team. So when you do Future and GV, all of a sudden the concept of doing pure buffs becomes a little bit trickier because they're not a Future unit. And them being in the leader slot does not help the pure buff in this situation. So I would definitely say that be careful here. Like, the concept is nice, but GV in the future slot with this future buffer, Oh, I'm not really sure that I would go with that, Chief. Like, 12% is not bad for a pure buff, but it's got to be backed up properly. And if you could have gotten 18, it makes such a big difference. Like, 6% isn't small. Sounds small until you realize it's a pure buff. And depending on how strong, how powerful, or how much you've done your strike base, your pure buff could potentially be game-changing at 6%. I mean, at 18%, it's already game-changing at 6%. Wow, so like whoever this is, I would maybe if you're gonna go for a strike offensive future team that has pure buffs, I would maybe reconsider GV on the sole purpose of allowing you to properly do strike base moves. But otherwise, you know, it's not bad. SOH. What are my top equips for SOH? I guess let's go over that. I think it depends on how you're building him. There's 2 ways to build him. So, depending on how you build him, will dictate what you do. Because there's a lot you could do with him. So, let me bring it all up. Because depending on how you build him, says a lot. It really does, unfortunately. Let me just see. This is Blast. I don't care for Blast. This one's Strike, but this is for Vegeta Clan. Usually speaking, we don't have Vegeta Clan on there. So, if you're doing defensive, so if you're doing with this plat equip in mind, then in that case, we are looking at Awakened You Stay Here No 1 for that Strike, which in that case, we are automatically considering the Awaken Just You Wait androids for extra defense, special move, and for strike attack for extra boosts, right? But in that case, you've created a xenophobic team, which GV struggles to fully commit into that, especially with the pure buff. So, if we want to put GV in the team, I drop this immediately, and I go with this. This allows me to do a little bit more of a balanced team, balanced output, but allows me to have GV, which allows a tricky unit plus a last man standing unit that could be just as good as having SOH as last man standing or having the future Gohan as being last man standing. But if you're going for full defense, and pretty much you don't care about offense as much, I wouldn't run this. I'd run this. This one I wouldn't run. I'd run this. I always run this alongside. This I wouldn't run. I have that open twice. Oops. Let me just fix that. And then where is my defensive equip? I think it's this one, but I have to double check. Yeah, here it is. If we're going for defense, then I tend to do this. So what happens here is because we're doing this, if we're going full defense, I'm again ignoring GV, or alternatively, I drop this if I want to throw it in GV, and I either throw in this one or this one. Wait, did I do this? The stupid awaken? No, I didn't. Okay. So then I'll either do this one for just some base stats and defense, or alternatively, if I'm not running GV, I can run this. Right? And then I want to make it mainly strike-oriented. Yeah. I should put myself up here because you can't see properly. I'm sorry. And this allows you to basically just control the damage output of your units or the damage they receive. It allows that control. That's why. Right? So, something to note when you're making your teams. Consider specific aspects of your team. Are you okay with losing 6% of your pure buff for that trickiness of GV? Or do you want to maximize your damage output or your defensive output? And all of this matters. You need to really consider all of these factors. Sometimes testing it also matters. All right, Matt Stryker, let's take a look. Well, it depends, Akeef. You have to figure out what is your third slot. Depending on your third slot will depend on whether I think GV should be there or not. So you have to work on that third slot for now. That third slot for your quips. Otherwise, Matt Stryker, good job. Mono purple, let's go. Okay. Okay. I think it could be replaced, but for now, it's not bad. Okay. Defensive, I get it. Okay. I don't really have much to say about this. This is not bad. The only thing I really would replace is this. Otherwise, good job. Personally don't like this equip. However, fine. Okay. I can see we really like this equip. I mean, hey, fair enough. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't personally like the equip. Nothing necessarily wrong about the equip itself. My only issue with it... okay. Actually, this is a fun team, though. I'm starting to realize blue... Yeah, this is a fun team. All right, for a fun team, this is fun. This looks actually fun. It looks like a lot of fun. So never mind. Like, for a fun team, I think it's done exactly what you want it to do. So good job. Awaken this. He only has one time healing, so this is kind of a wasted opportunity on him. Feel like you could do better equips on this. Yeah, that's what I thought, Matt Striker. Like, I looked at that and I was like, wait a second, that's a fun team. I don't know how much we are, like, off sync, like, how much of a delay there is. So, you might be saying that, and I might be already way past that as it is. Yeah, I feel like equips were thrown onto here. Like, here there's care, except this has to be awakened. But then after that, it kind of goes downhill. So again, I would just say, go back, rework the equips based upon that. And here we go. I'm being trolled. I am being trolled right now. Super Goku and Vegeta are the best team in the game. No Capfire team. Oh my fucking god. I'm being trolled. I'm being trolled on a rate my team. Ah. Oh my fucking god. Okay, take care, Shu. Have a great day. Oh, I've already seen this. Okay. I've already seen it. Cool. I have been trolled. I have been trolled. So to join the Discord, let's go on YouTube just real quick. So guys, when you find my channel, so when you go to my channel, okay, we go to videos, you click on any one of these. So let me click on, I don't know, feck, it doesn't matter which one I click on. Let's click on this one. Let's pause it just for a second. And you just go to show more. You find my Discord. You click on the link. It'll bring you here. It'll probably bring you to welcome or announcements or whatever. You go to rules. You click on this one. Not here. This right here. Then, about 10 minutes later, most likely you'll have access to everything. So then after that, you can go to stream, rate my team, and that's where you go. So I got trolled here, so GG on the troll. Yeah. Good. GG. GG for trolling me. Anyways, guys, that's it. Have yourselves a salty day. I think I'm going to end stream right here. I'm done. Take care. Peace out. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for, joining me. Have yourselves a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. So stay salty out there.